Welcome back, everybody. Good Wednesday evening to you all. Here we are on the final Wednesday of July. A week from today, it's August 1st already. It's kind of crazy. And certainly this summer thus far, there's a lot of wildfire season left, but this summer thus far has not nearly been as bad as last summer, with not only just the number of wildfires, but also the smoke. Do you remember that day in and day out, really beginning with the middle of July? That's when the smoke really settled in here. And yeah, we've got wildfires here throughout the West, and we've had a little hazy conditions at times, but the air quality has not been bad yet. Over the next couple of days, though, a more northwest flow could deliver a little more in the way of some higher smoke concentrations, but I still don't think that we're going to be anywhere near as bad as the air quality that we saw at the end of July last year. Current significant wildfires burning in the state here. We've got about 4 of them, really. Many, though, smaller fires, 1 acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, half an acre, have been suppressed after started by firefighters. So they are out there. They are working very hard, although it has been a very quiet season. We've got 172 firefighters on the Reynolds Lake fire. That number, though, was up around 250, 300 firefighters. The number of firefighters have been allowed to peel off away from this fire because it still is not growing. Since last Thursday, we've maintained 1,068 acres, 50% containment on that fire to the southwest of the Bitterroot Valley. Up here, the Highway 37 fire still at 51 acres. Containment estimated at 10%, but we did some blackout operations within the perimeter yesterday. Got a complete black line all around the fire here, some creeping and some smoldering with that fire close to that Superfund site near Libby here. In the northeast part of the state, the Wawa fire, not much in the way of change here, 40% containment, acreage at about 2,000. And then the Bacon Rind fire. This fire does slowly continue to grow. It's smoldering. There's a couple little torching areas within the fire, but we're up to 340 acres, containment 0%. This fire burning in the Lee Metcalf Wilderness, but also in Yellowstone National Park. And got 57 firefighters working this fire, and they are really monitoring the fire growth potential here. Where could this fire grow? Not really suppressing it, but just monitoring it and allowing it to burn, which is, again, not necessarily a bad thing. Around the Capitol, though, 82 degrees here. Again, it could be easily 20 degrees warmer than the current numbers that we're looking at. Great Falls also sitting at 82, 70s and 80s here throughout the state. 91 in Missoula with a 19% relative humidity, but the relative humidity even up in the 20s, 30s, even a few locations, Lewistown and Cupbank, 40 percentile range. That is fairly high here for the end of July, and the wind coming out of the east, that's a much nicer direction. A couple of thunderstorms have popped up around Glacier and up off the Rocky Mountain front. You can see a few of those moving to the southeast, and a few of these may impact places like Cupbank or around the Shodo area here, potentially making their way all the way down to the Great Falls area here by about 9, 10 o'clock here tonight. But for Thursday, that's when we'll see more in the way of thunderstorms here through a lot of the central part of the state. Helena might be a little bit too far south and west here, but from Cupbank through Great Falls, around the Lewistown area, look at some of these big thunderstorms coming through here with rain, with heavy rain at times. These are not dry thunderstorms. And then into Friday, we'll have a cloudier, cooler day here for a lot of the state, and that's when I think the Capitol will have its best chance of seeing some thunderstorms. Here's the forecast for tonight: 40s and 50s, like the last couple of nights. Here for Thursday, it's really just to the east of the mountains where we'll have the greatest concentration of thunderstorms, from Cupbank through Great Falls down through the Lewistown area. Friday, scattered thunderstorms here throughout the state, and look at those high temperatures in the 70s for most of Montana. Saturday, a little more in the way of sunshine, fewer thunderstorms, still fairly comfortable temperatures. And then into Sunday, this is a pretty nice last weekend of July. Highs in the 80s for most locations with sunny skies. Here is the 7-day forecast. Now, after the weekend, July does go out kind of with a bang, so to speak, getting back up into the 90s with elevated fire danger, lower humidity, and a bit more in the way of wind. But another cool down is on the way for about Wednesday and Thursday of next week for the beginning of August. So let's keep them rolling.
Interesting. Thanks, Curtis. And Andy joins us with sports.